My name is Bart Blijveld. I'm one of the co-founders of Better Future Factory. We started off 4 years ago as students from TU Delft. We got the opportunity to make something sustainable for Lowlands Festival. It's the biggest music festival in the Netherlands. And then we started off by recycling plastics for 3D printing and made a mobile installation which could travel around festivals and events to educate people about plastic recycling and the possibilities. And ever since we started building our own design company. It's called Better Future Factory, and we only work on projects that either have sustainable or social impact. We're now standing at our very first project. It's called the Perpetual Plastic Project. We started this project off 4 years ago at Lowlands Festival, where we recycled beer cups, drinking cups on the spot, and 3D printed them into rings that people can wear. Ever since we've been working on more materials, different materials, in order to use more plastic waste for 3D printing. And right now we have a little setup demonstration of the Perpetual Plastic Project, which uses old car dashboards to recycle them for 3D prints. So we have the old car dashboards, they get shredded in the next step. So the first step we need to do if we want to make a new project is that we have to break the old product down into really small pieces. And we're going to do that in 2 steps with our shredders. So we have a bigger one. They go into the next step. So the pieces go in here. We got the little pieces that were shredded. We're going to put them in an extruder, which is going to make the plastic into a wire, which we can use for later in the 3D printer. The material is pushed through this tube towards this heating chamber, where it's heated up to 200 degrees. So in the end, you will see that the material is coming out in the end. So this wire, if it's made on a proper machine, you will end up with a spool like this. And this is actually the ink for your 3D printer. The material is pushed here through this extruder, through the tube, through the printing head, where it's put down in really tiny layers on top of each other. It melts and instantly gets cooled, so the layers stick to each other and you end up with a new 3-dimensional product. And with this high quality filaments, the ones you saw before, is nice for workshops and education. This is really high quality filament which can be used in any FDM 3D printer. You get really nice objects. This is one project of a company that's making protheses for kids that are missing hands or fingers. It's another Dutch company that is making an open source headphones. This is the one we made. It really stresses the material and the quality of the 3D print. It's another project from a Belgian guy. He's making sunglasses, 3D printed.
Met Woef en Wow zijn we in Peru gaan kijken met mensen in de sloppenwijken hoe we van hun talenten gebruik konden maken om nieuwe producten te maken. Wat we hebben gedaan is van plastic flessen hebben we draad gemaakt door het te snijden. En vervolgens zijn we met vrouwen in de sloppenwijken daarvan gaan weven. En vervolgens is ons doel om met Dutch designers daar hele gave producten van te maken. En die gaan we binnenkort crowdfunden.
Okay, so another project we're working on is called the Square Project. And initially we got asked by a client if we can use 3D printing also to do something about the plastic waste problem in Africa, in Angola specifically. So we went there and had a look, and it turned out that 3D printing was not suited to recycle plastic there because there's a lot of pollution, the power drops out all the time, and people are not educated, spare parts are not available. So instead we looked at how can we recycle plastic there, and we have to look into a much more low-tech way of plastic recycling. So that's when we designed this little oven where you can recycle your PET drinking bottle into a towel, which you can use for sanitation purposes in your bathroom or for decoration purposes. And there's a really high need for building products in Angola. Right now they all get imported from either from Portugal or China. So there's a really high demand for local products and also to provide jobs for people. So with this tool, people can start their own plastic recycling business. They really have low investment costs, and they can earn some money by selling these tiles on the local market. Because they're driven by making some money to feed their family. And by doing this, by this model, we can achieve that our goal is achieved, which is reducing the amount of plastic waste in Africa.